Okay, we are complete and we can start. Welcome to the application runtime deployments working group meetings, the second meeting for August. We have two main topics in the agenda for today. The first one is from my side, and it is related to the Cloud Foundry deployment with the Nobel stem cell on our experimental Harmony environment, which is on the AWS infrastructure. And the second one is from Dennis, if I'm not wrong. And
Yes.
super, okay. Let's start with the first one. I would want to give you some context before explaining the issue. You already know that we have started an initiative to start integrating the Nobel stem cell into our CF deployment release pipeline. And the first step was to implement a validation pipeline, which is running actually since a couple of months. It is working as a charm without any issue. And the pipeline is deploying Cloud Foundry on our Bellatrix environment, which is based on GCP. So we do not have any issues deploying Cloud Foundry with Nobel stem cell on GCP. And the next step is we decided to adjust the Harmony environment, which is running on AWS, in order to have Cloud Foundry with Nobel on two different infrastructures, GCP and AWS. And what we did is to adjust the experimental Harmony pipeline in such a way that we use Nobel as a default stem cell here. So in general, the pipeline is running, but we have a sporadic failures during the deployment. And what is the issue actually? That some of the VMs are failing with a timeout. Here is the issue. I guess actually you can see my desktop.
Yes.
My sharing. And yeah, the deployment is failing during the creating missing VM or on the compiling packages. And I actually started investigation here. I do not have more details currently, but I decided to open an issue to the Bosch colleagues, describing the issue and what is the error message. And yeah, the first proposal from the colleagues and the assumption is that there is an issue with the Bosch agent actually on the VMs, and they have proposed to us to collect the agent logs. And the other assumption is that the corresponding VMs cannot start, and it could be an issue with the infrastructure actually. These are the two assumptions, and since the today job is failing, I will try tomorrow to collect some agent logs from these VMs here. This is the issue. If you have from your side any proposals, any experience here, it is very welcome to share it. And
I think from my
yeah.
perspective, no, reaching out to the Bosch team seems like the best course of action at this point to see what they what they need to debug and where we go from there.
Yeah, makes sense. Maybe we can also bring Bosch people from SAP together with colleagues on your team and debug it in parallel, maybe.
Yes, it will be good. Yeah, good idea also to contact someone from the SAP colleagues to work in pair or to work in parallel. But the good thing is that we have successful deployments. If we give it another try, most probably the deployment will be successful. But sporadically it fails. We have 2 successful runs here. The next 3 are failing. Next one is green. And if I give it another try, most probably it will be green. Not sure what is going on, but yeah, as also Dave mentioned, I will try with the Bosch colleagues. Oh, from the other side, as I mentioned, GCP is working as a charm. The deployment on GCP, there is no any other any issue there. And this is all from my side regarding the experimental deploy job and Nobel stem cell. Next one is from tennis, where we replace SHA-1 values with SHA-256 in CF deployment YAML releases.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, the goal here is just to replace the SHA-1 values with the SHA-256 values, for security reasons and so. And for that, we need to change some files in the CF deployment repository. So I checked the repository. It's not only the CF deployment YAML. There are 2 or 3 other files where are release insights where we also need to change there the SHA value. I already checked all releases in the Bosch IO. So all the releases which are here inside of the CF deployment YAML and in the other YAML files, they have already 256 values there. So I also tested it. So I changed the values to 256 and did a CF deployment, and it runs successful without any issues. And yes, so I want to just inform you that we want to change this, and
Is this something that we need to change in our tooling that bumps the component version so that it puts the right value in when a new release is detected and processed?
Oh, good question.
Because otherwise, when we get a new component bump, I'm assuming that will just get replaced with the SHA-1 for the new.
Yeah, Dave,
release.
exactly. Yeah, during the bump, so it should have support SHA-256 embedded inside this value. Yeah, so it has to be bumped. I mean, I think so that the implementation has to be adopted accordingly. And then I think so we can roll it out, and it should work.
Makes sense.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Dennis. Any other topics for today?
Maybe I just have one topic. I just haven't added it, but maybe if you scroll down, it's all about the safe costing effort. We lay out some further action because we did it, the migrations of the all bubble environments, plus also migrated the concourse from Europe West 3 to US East 1, and we have this further action that we want to do. This is something I just mainly want to discuss about the Concourse database, which is currently, I think, so 35 gigabit GB of size now, and want to reduce it. But majority of everything are logs. That's why it's just 17 GB. So we were thinking is to reduce or delete the build logs and maintain this retention policy. So this is something that we want to see because there are two options. Either we can do it from the GKE side, where the Helm chart of the Concourse does support this fine tuning. And the other option is to provide this at the Concourse job level, at the pipeline. But then we have to decide which jobs we to keep. Obviously, the ship it minor and major and the bless things, so we need to keep it. But beside that one, we don't need to keep any kind of build logs for the Concourse. So this is something we really want to look. So we at least we reduce the storage. And obviously with the Terraform it's currently implemented, we cannot recreate it. It will be destroyed. So we have to kind of do some kind of a migration once more with a small storage of the database for the Concourse. Any insight or comments on this one, especially the build logs? Because this will be important for historical reason also. Obviously, we cannot just remove everything.
So are you thinking that there would be, say, a 2-week retention policy and then logs would be automatically purged on certain jobs?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think as long as we have enough time to debug, which I think something like 2 weeks should be fine, then that sounds reasonable.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you could go through the jobs and see if you have flaky jobs like now this noble stem cell, that you have enough time to see those, how often it happens. And
Mm-hmm.
that is sometimes a little bit more
Right.
history is sometimes nice. But yeah, 2 weeks or 4 weeks, something like that should be sufficient.
Yeah,
You have
4 weeks. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, presumably we can still see the pattern of whether a particular job has failed or repeatedly through the red-green numbers at the top, but we just can't see the reasons why.
Right. Yeah. But you run one build per day, right? You have a fixed schedule meanwhile.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it
Now
is
we do,
daily.
yes.
So yeah, then I guess you can also afford 4 weeks because it's just 30 build logs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a little bit tricky. You
Right.
can keep in terms of build, number of days, and plus also number of builds. So obviously we can pick either of them, or it is this maximum. And though it has some restriction, I need to look at the documentation that you can do it on job level, and there are certain things you cannot do it. So you have to go at the Helm chart level. But then obviously we have some jobs which spin up the Bosch, set it up, tear it down. So we don't need that specifically, but the other one are important. So this is something, yeah, we can look at it. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also we decided to reduce the number of workers. Currently we have 8. So we are giving a shot to maybe reduce it to 6. And let's see how it can go well, but definitely it should work now. Okay. That's all
Thanks, Arthur.
from my side.
Thank you. Any other topics? If not, thank you all for joining, and see you in 2 weeks.
Thanks a lot. See you then.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, everyone.